Nicaragua en el corazón, tierra bonita.
So, picture this. Spanish explorers in the 16th century dreaming of a fancy shortcut between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, probably while sipping on their churros and fantasizing about treasure maps. This canal idea was like the original map to buried treasure. It was all about boosting trade and exploration opportunities. Who wouldn't want to find a faster route to the riches of the New World? Fast forward to the 19th century, and we've got a new twist in our tale. The California Gold Rush was like a gold-plated invitation to everyone and their cousin to start thinking about a Central American canal again. Suddenly, countries were racing each other like kids at a candy store, all vying for control over canal routes, trying to make their way into the big leagues as global powerhouses. Now, let's sprinkle in some historical drama. The 1914 Bryan Chamorro Treaty was like signing a VIP pass for the US to have exclusive rights to build the canal in Nicaragua. This deal didn't just change the canal plans. It also stirred the pot in US-Nicaragua relations and shifted the entire regional dynamics. It's like the ultimate game of Monopoly, but with a lot more at stake. Jump ahead to today, and guess what? The Nicaragua Canal is back in the spotlight, thanks to the bustling global trade and the Panama Canal being, well, not quite as spacious as it used to be. With shipping routes becoming tighter than a pair of skinny jeans after the holidays, alternative options are looking more necessary than ever. I mean, who doesn't want to avoid the traffic jam of the seven seas? But hold your horses. Before we get too excited about building this canal, we have to consider the environment, especially Lake Nicaragua, which is basically nature's giant water cooler. The potential ecological impact of canal construction is causing quite the ruckus, with debates that would make even the calmest family dinner turn into a heated discussion over the last piece of pizza. Lastly, let's talk dollars and cents. The economic viability of this canal project is a hot topic, and it comes with a side of major responsibilities. Displacing local communities is a big deal, and it complicates the whole idea of reaping benefits from the canal. It's like trying to bake a cake without realizing you've run out of flour. Things can get messy when you don't account for everyone involved.
En Nicaragua el gallo canta temprano con marimba y guitarra. Andamos siempre a mano, el volcán de Masaya tiene fuego adentro y la risa en Granada nunca se va con el viento. El león, hay leyendas que no mueren jamás. Cuentan del cacique y el viejo alcatraz, las brujas bailando en noches de luna, y cuentos tan locos te darán una fortuna. Nicaragua en el corazón, tierra bonita, tradición. Con sus fiestas y tamales, siempre alegría, nunca iguales. En la plaza de la Revolución, donde el pasado vive en canción, con chuga y jocote en la esquina vendiendo, y los niños en las calles chistes compartiendo. Mago sin dientes te dice un refrán, chocorrón bailando en el viejo zaguán. Cumbia y ritmos en el alma del pueblo de Nicaragua, siempre nos reímos de nuevo. Nicaragua en el corazón, tierra bonita, tradición. Con sus fiestas y tamales, siempre alegría, nunca iguales. Nicaragua en el
Welcome to Talica, the little gem known for its water park. That's right, it's one of the few in the region. So, whether you're a local or just passing through, this place is a splash-tastic choice for those looking to have some fun. You can almost hear the giggles and splashes as families frolic in the water. Just remember to keep an eye on the kids before they turn into little fish. Now, let's paddle over to Central Park in Talica, where the community gathers like ducks to a pond. This park is a hub of happiness with colorful playgrounds, cozy benches, and a lively atmosphere filled with laughter and the occasional squeaky toy. It's the perfect spot for families to soak up some sun and bond. Just be wary of the smiling sunbathers stealing your picnic sandwiches. Speaking of charming, the architecture in Talica is a delightful throwback to the Old West. You'll find buildings that look like they belong in a cowboy movie. Each structure adds its own sprinkle of magic, giving the town that historical flair that makes you say, "Where's my cowboy hat?" It's like stepping into a time machine, minus the risk of getting stuck in a Wild West duel. One of the best things about places like Talica is the sweet, sweet absence of tourist crowds. It's like having dessert before dinner. Locals are often pleasantly surprised when visitors arrive, making it a delightful treasure trove of genuine charm. So, if you're looking for something off the beaten path, grab your map, or at least your GPS, and head on over. Let's talk money. Money makes the world go round, and smaller cities just might help keep that cash in your pocket. Talica is definitely easier on the wallet than the big city, making it super appealing for expats and digital nomads alike. Who doesn't want to stretch that dollar further? It's like getting a 2-for-1 sale, just without the shopping frenzy. Now, sure, smaller towns might have fewer fancy amenities, but don't worry. You'll still find grocery stores and cozy eateries that whip up some good grub. It's just enough to satisfy those simple desires and keeps life uncomplicated. Think of it as a delightful picnic without the ants, mostly. The difference in business density between Talica and its bustling neighbor Leon is like comparing a cozy kitten to a roaring lion. While you might find yourself missing some of those big city conveniences, it adds to the rustic charm. Residents might occasionally find themselves longing for a late-night pizza run, but hey, that just means fewer late-night food decisions. But fear not, for Talica's close proximity to Leon means you can venture off for a feast or some retail therapy whenever you feel like it. It's like having your cake and eating it too, just don't forget to save room for dessert. A little trip to Leon can turn that craving into reality, and before you know it, you'll be enjoying a gourmet meal while reminiscing about your peaceful town. Safety first. In Talica, crime rates are so low you might consider leaving your door unlocked, though I wouldn't recommend that. It's like living in a safety bubble where the biggest worry is whether you'll finish the last slice of pizza. This makes the town super appealing for families seeking a calmer, quieter lifestyle away from all the hustle and bustle. Who wouldn't want that? However, if you're new to town, blending in might feel more like trying to wear a penguin suit at a summer party. Everyone knows everyone, and you might feel like a fish out of water, or a lost penguin, if you will. But don't worry, just flash that winning smile, and soon you'll be the new friend everyone can't stop talking about. Visiting a small town like Talica? Easy peasy. But try living there full-time, and it's like being in a reality show where everyone's watching your every move. Locals are generally friendly toward temporary visitors. Imagine a place where the beaches are so stunning they could make a postcard feel inadequate. Welcome to Guatemala and Honduras, where the second-largest barrier reef in the world lays out a playground for both relaxation and some fantastic marine life. It's like Mother Nature decided to throw a beach party, and trust me, you won't want to miss this bash. Now hold on to your beach towels, because we're diving into the enchanting little corn island in Nicaragua. Picture this, no cars, just fresh seafood caught by the locals, and a vibrant atmosphere that feels like you've stepped into a tropical postcard. It's like an adventure with a side of coconut shrimp. Who could ask for anything more? And if you thought that was it, let's sail on over to the San Blas Islands in Panama. Here, you get not just one, but 365 islands. That's more islands than days in a year. Engage with the Cuna Yala tribe, soak in the rich culture, and enjoy pristine beaches that make you want to build sandcastles until you're practically a sand architect. It's nature's way of saying, come play. Ahoy there, families. Have you ever tried your hand at harpoon fishing? Well, in San Carlos, it's not just a sport. It's like a thrilling reality show without the drama. Locals and visitors alike flock here for an unforgettable adventure, all while embracing the region's fishing culture. Just watch out for any fish that might put up a fight. They might challenge you to a duel for that harpoon. And speaking of challenges, Who doesn't enjoy a little wildlife watching? Grab